there you go.
The three different guitars, you can hear it right here. You know, obviously we got I'm a single coil sound versus the humbuckers, and Gary with the slide, and Rickey with the the beefy sound. So with when I was recording, when we were doing with Bob Marlette, my part was going to have to be, I was helping out with all, but I really needed to have something more, on top to even out the sound of the record. So I put a little arpeggio guitar. Fret is a 10th fret. I'm playing an A and an F on the third, second string, and an open E string, the James.
It's called a jingle string.
Yeah, exactly. Jingle string.
It's jingle string.
Which sounds kind of funny by itself, but you want to do that real quick?
So it's 3, 4.
I remember the way we wrote Freebird and stuff. Alan had these chords. Alan Collins had these chords for a long time, and they changed a lot, and the chords for Freebird. And we didn't really write anything to that for a while, and Ronnie thought there was too many chord changes. But except for one day after a while, of Alan playing these chords at rehearsal, Ronnie started thinking and writing. You could see him writing and just laying on the couch saying, play that again, play that again. And he'd have me play it about 10 times, or 20 times, or 30, and then he'd come up with the lyrics. And he wrote them real quick. It just kind of came out of him. And he wrote them real quick like that, and we started playing. It was just a slow song, a pretty love song, really, about a guy leaving this girl, always going on the road, and what she remembered. And that was kind of what it was about to me and us at the time. Right. And then we played these clubs in places all over Florida, and when we played the comic book club, we went into the jam at the end so Ronnie could rest his vocals, really. And that's how it got so long. We used to just do a few bars of it, let Alan play, and we'd fade it out. And then it got longer and longer and longer and longer till it turned out to be what it is. And then everybody liked it and liked us playing that, and they got off on Alan's guitar solo. And people in clubs used to say, y'all play that real long one, Firefly, that we can dance to it. We can dance to the end of it. So they liked that, And we had all kinds of experiences with it, and it turned out to be what it is. And then Ronnie started dedicating it to Dwayne Allman passed away and got in a motorcycle wreck. And so we had just written it. It wasn't out on record yet, but at shows we would dedicate that to him as being a Freebird now. Right. So people thought we wrote it about him. They didn't know the story, and we just dedicated it to him for a long time. And then after the plane crash, before we did the tribute tour and got back together and started doing all the stuff, we did it instrumentally with just Ronnie's hat on the mic, and let the audience sing it. And they sang it real good, but we knew that Ronnie was a writer and wanted his lyrics and work to be heard. So I said, sing it, Johnny. Johnny, you sound just like him, just do it. And people like that now, And so that's what we do. And Rickey learned the lead, like at the end, like I said earlier, every note for note, that's on Guitar Hero. And all the young guys coming up kind of use that as a basis. Like Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff, if you could play what they're doing, you're pretty good, and they learn from that. and Sparky played everything. Ed King played with Alan or Steve Gaines. And then I just played the rhythm and had the slide part. I was going to tell you about the slide part in this. It's two, I used a G string, and then I tuned the B string to a G. So there's two. Set and draw a kind of sustaining sound. Then in the old days, when we first started playing it, I had this guitar, I forget what kind it was. It wasn't a Les Paul. And it was just, I don't think it even had a name. It was just this electric guitar. It was white. And I put a screwdriver because I kept clinking it. It's written out on the notes. So I put a screwdriver all the way up the neck to play Freebird, like a pedal steel or something.
Right.
And then after a while, I got to where I could play without the cord, but it sounded cool, so I just never quit.
Right.
And I still do it today with a cord now, not a screwdriver, because it screws the whole neck up in the frets. But that's the story on the slide part, you know, and just both those strings tuned to a G, and the rest is history.
It's so funny to watch people, you know, when you watch bands, club bands or something, play that song. I love, my favorite thing is to watch a club band play it and listen to them try to do the slide part that they've never quite figured out exactly how he does it, you know, and it's amazing to me. And I have to sit there and give them the credit, of course, you know, you don't, they try, you know, and give them the credit, but it's amazing how many different versions I've ever seen somebody try to do it, when in reality, what he's doing is simplicity wins out all the time, you know, and it's just his signature thing. It's what's so cool about it.
I'll tell you something interesting about that. You know, Gary keeps mentioning the simplistic thing.